Welcome to the Never-Ending Backlog Podcast, your place for short reviews from a gamer with the goal of reducing his backlog. From adventures to sandboxes, join our host as we walk through a collection of unplayed treasures. Now, let's take a look at the featured game of this episode of the Never-Ending Backlog.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the Never-Ending Backlog Podcast. I'm your host Zach, and today we are reviewing The Ultimate Doom. I believe it's referred to as Ultimate Doom on Steam, but for some reason in the library it shows up as The Ultimate Doom, so that's what we're going to call it. The complete mega hit game that set the world afire, plus all new episode 4, Thy Flesh Consumed. The demons came and the marines died, except one. You are the last defense against these hell-spawned hordes. Prepare for the most intense mutant-laden, blood-splattered action ever. The genre is first-person shooter. The release date was 1995. The developer is ID Software, who's responsible for the Doom franchise, the Quake franchise, and the Rage franchise. Current price is $4.99, or you can pick up for $14.99 the Doom Classic Complete, which includes Doom 2, Final Doom, Master Levels for Doom 2, and Ultimate Doom. According to Is There Any Deal Price, you could have found this game for $1.20 on Games Planet US. So first and foremost, the install and startup. This game is tiny. It is small. Then again, it's Doom. I remember getting this on floppy disks back when it was in shareware format, and I'd play it for hours. It was just a blast of a game. So like I said, it is tiny. This is kind of an updated version through Bethesda. It does have new menus, and it does push all three monitors in a really nice way. It's more modern. It doesn't run it on like a DOS box like the other games do. So this is a nice conversion to new modern PCs. There's always that joke of, but can it run Doom? Yes, this runs very well. It is Doom though, so expect those graphics. Regarding graphics, they're Doom graphics. If you've never seen Doom, look at all of the ATMs that have played Doom, the Nintendo Classics that have played Doom, all the different devices that have been modded to play Doom. Look at any of them. They're the exact same graphics. Nothing to write home about, but in 1995, that's pretty impressive. Regarding audio, I love the soundtrack of Doom. It is a synthwave, just upbeat, like action adventure kind of game. I love it. The sound effects are really nice, especially when you're like killing marines and animals or the hellspawn creature things. I think it's really, really good. It holds up well, in my opinion. I think actually all sounds really well. Regarding controls, just standard. The nice thing about anyone that plays Doom games, and I also mentioned this with the older Quake games as well, is you actually don't look up or down. You can still use your mouse. You can use WSAD to move your character, but you don't use your mouse to aim up or down. So the nice thing is if a creature is up on a ledge and you just have your crosshairs pointing in their direction, so below them, it'll automatically shoot upwards and shoot the creatures, and it makes it really easy for people that are first kind of getting into first-person shooter games on the PC. I think it's a really good entry-level game. I would highly recommend it for anybody trying it out. I'll likely have my wife play it before we jump into first-person shooter PC games. My daughter as well, because it is an easy way to kind of adapt and get into this type of genre. Gameplay, you play it as a Marine, killing demons, as you do with most of the Doom games. I do know there are a lot of other, stories of like Mars and open up portals. And there's just a ton of them out there. This one is basically you're just killing hellspawn, whether that's possessed Marines or creatures or all that stuff. It's the original Doom, which I love. I know there's a ton of controversy when it first came out, and now it's just laughable at people like, they were so upends against this, and you got like Grand Theft Auto, the hot coffee mod. You have all these different things that caused controversy over the years, and you look back and you're just like, oh, people, if only you see us now. But like I said, Doom's a really fun game. I've always enjoyed it. Regarding difficulty, not very hard. I'd say the hardest part is meeting the par time. I'm not really great at puzzle games, and Doom does have those puzzle aspects where you're trying to find your keys and stuff like that, and you're like, oh, you have to get to the blue door. Well, you need a blue key. And then you have to go out and try to find the blue key. So Doom has a lot of those aspects. The one thing I'll say is there's no doubt there's people that have memorized this, and I can only imagine the speedrunners. Like even the first level, like I got like 2 minutes in, and I beat the level in 2 minutes. And they're like, oh, par is 1 minute and 15 seconds. You're like, oh my goodness. Like I thought I was doing okay, but apparently not. I think there's only actually one level I actually beat under par. But like I said, I always played the first few levels, and then, I don't know, I probably either went to Wolfenstein, because I think I was more into Wolfenstein at the time, or I played a lot of the newer Doom games, like Doom 2, which I used to play multiplayer with my friends, and all these other things. But overall, difficulty is not too bad. You will die. There's no doubt about it. It's Doom. It's just going to come with the territory, but it's fun. Regarding pros, like I said, it's the original Doom. It is formatted really nice for new computers, but they did not change the graphics or the sound effects. It's the original Doom. It's just a better menu system, easier to load it up. So that's a big pro for me. Controls are really well done. It's a very easy game to jump into without really too much of anything. I also like the time setting, so it's like meeting par and stuff like that. So you rush through these levels. I think that's really fun. There are a ton of hidden secrets, and that's kind of more of a con for me because I am really not a completionist. I'm also not a person that really remembers all these type of things. I don't remember all these little details. So there's just a ton of secret things. So I have no doubt people that are watching my gameplay footage will be like, turn around, click spacebar on this lighted out wall, and it'll open up this giant chest and stuff like that. And it's like, no, sorry, I don't know them. I'm probably never going to know them, but I think it's cool that they have them. But like I said, for con, if I wanted to be a completionist, it would drive me insane. Also, there is no multiplayer to my knowledge. There might be. I didn't. Oh, yes, there was. Never mind. I'm sorry. There was multiplayer. I did not play multiplayer. I'm more of a fan of Doom 2 for multiplayer. I always had a more fun time with that one, especially since my friends and I would end up, because friendly fire was on and we'd end up killing each other. But it was fun, all in good time. And also, I guess the last con would be, it is $4.99 by itself, which, don't get me wrong, $5 is not a ton of money for a game, but it should be cheaper. There are shareware versions you can download for free right now that are legal for you to own. That I'd probably recommend that. The new menus like that isn't that much better. Or maybe buy the complete classic collection, or just buy one of the newer Dooms. I'm sure anybody that's like, oh, I'm such a big fan of Doom, you probably already have a nicer copy in physical format that you'd want to keep more so than the Steam version. I'm the same way. I have physical copies of Doom that I think are better than having the Steam copy, personally. So that's my last con. I will say I also recently picked up Doom Eternal on the PC in a sale. So I was playing Ultimate Doom and Doom Eternal in the same time period. And it's interesting to see, A, how far the graphics have come. No duh. And B, all of the references to previous Doom games in Doom Eternal. I was watching some reviews where people are playing Doom Eternal, and there are all these little collectibles and things they have, and all these different pieces of armor, all this stuff from the original Doom games. And I really think that's cool. I like when they throw it back to those type of things. So props to Doom Eternal for that. Props to Ultimate Doom and Doom for getting us to where we are now. So would I recommend the game? Yes, I absolutely recommend Ultimate Doom. It's a better take on the original Doom. For $4.99, I have a hard time with that. Wait for it to be on sale. Like I mentioned, it was $1.20 at one point in time. For that price, absolutely worth it. Pick up a shareware version. If you can find a physical format of it, grab that. It's way cooler. It's a piece of history. I would definitely recommend it. So, yep, definitely recommend it. Works well. There you go. The Ultimate Doom on Steam. I'll talk to you next time.